you guys. How are you tonight? So we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do first 10 questions as usual. So whoever is here, whoever wants to get on the list, let me know and I will put you on the list. After the first 10, we're gonna be doing donations. It's not required to send a donation, just to let you know. But if you'd like to skip ahead of the free list line, you know, because it kind of takes a while to get to each person, because I'd like to do pretty in-depth readings. So it's, you know, I think you'll think it's worth it, but the thing is, you know, sometimes people want to skip ahead and they don't want to wait. So if you want to do that, then you can donate. All the information for donations are in the description box below, okay? If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and join this community that we have going here. I'd really appreciate that. I'd love to have you on. First, we're going to start off with making this list here. Who is here? Hi, you guys. I'm going to be checking the list here on my phone, so just let you know why I'm on my phone a little bit, so I don't have to go, you know. Okay. Alright. Hi, Yan. Hi, Loveth. Hi, Tarsem. Hi, Siba, Sahu, Paradise, Aqua, Alexandra, Joe's Mystics, Rid. Hi, Joe's Mystics. I'm good. How are you? I'm great. I'm good. Thanks, Aqua Leo. So would you guys like to be on the list? I'm guessing so. Okay. So first, let's see here, Yan. Yan. Loveth. Tarsem. Please let me know if I'm not saying your name correctly too, because I think that's important to know. Please let me know. Do not be afraid to let me know. I don't want to be saying your name wrong. Sorry, that's my printer, but I realized today that, you know, one of the reasons that it could be buffering with the channel is because my printer's plugged in, and that takes up Wi-Fi, obviously, so I'm just gonna unplug that. That should help a little bit today, hopefully. Okay, so we have Yan, Loveth, Tarsem, Siba, Yahoo, Sahu, Loveth, okay, no, we got Loveth, Paradise, Aqua Leo, Alexandra, Joe's Mystics, and Rid. Got the first 10 right there, you guys. Okay. It was quick. Cool. Alright. Hi, Positive for Life. Hi, John Alley. Hi, Crystal. I received my email reading. It was spot on. Nice, John Alley. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's awesome. I donated how much I could on PayPal. Okay. Tarsem. Okay, you donated. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Infinity. Aww. That's so cool. Thank you so much. I'm a pretty skeptical person, but you have made me more of a believer in tarot. Awesome. That's cool. That's good. Awesome. I'm glad I could do that for you. That's good. You know what's crazy is all the readings I've been giving lately over email, like the extended readings and just readings in general, the personal ones, they've been getting really great feedback. And I'm so blessed that it's been so amazing. Like, everyone is like, you're spot on, spot on. And I don't know if it's my transits right now that are just, Neptune is actually transiting my 4th house. It's transiting my moon, and which is in Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. But anyway, it says that transit is good for, like, heightening your psychic abilities. So I guess that could be why. But I'm telling you, the readings are just really great right now. They're getting really, really great feedback. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get to you right now. So as you guys know, if you don't already, please like this video. If you're new here, subscribe if you feel so inclined. It's a really cool little community we have going on here. And also, if you hit subscribe and then the notification bell right next to it, and you hit all, then you'll get notified when we go live, like right away, and then you can get on the free list, okay? So that's just a little tip there, if you missed the free list. Another thing is, the reason that I'm doing this on my phone right now is because I have to check the donations, just because I've gotten lied to before, and I don't mean to be like that. It's just that, somebody said that they were someone else and totally got a free reading, and I asked the person the next day, was that you? That was you, right? Because it was a different name. And they're like, no, I didn't email you. And I was like, oh my god, that's so rude, So it's like, there is a free list, so, I don't want to be missing anybody if I don't need to, so I'm just making sure it's nothing personal or anything. It's just, we've had people do that before, so just letting you know, every now and then, that's what I'm going to be doing. With PayPal only. Cashapp, it will let me know right away on, over text. So it'll just take a second. Okay. Got it. Alright. Yep. Okay, good. Right on, thank you. Okay, so what is your question, Tarzan? Let's see here. Alexandra. I got my little handy little paper here. Yes, you are number 8. It's not stupid, don't say that. Okay, will Aunt Amin's parents agree on our marriage tomorrow? Hi, Lena. Actually, the free list is closed, but if you'd like to donate, you can go ahead and do that. All of the information for that is in the description box below, so check that out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell right next to subscribe, and then you'll be notified when we go live, so you can get on the free list for sure next time, okay? Alright, so let's see, will they agree to our marriage tomorrow? Wow, okay. Let's see. Gonna be using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot here. Let's see how their parents feel about this marriage between you guys. Okay? Let's see how they feel about it. What are they going to think about this marriage, okay? Bit defensive here for their daughter. I'm sorry about my cat. She's in heat right now. Try to get rid of all distractions, but sometimes it's just impossible with all of these animals around. Okay, so, let's see here. Yeah, I see a bit of defensiveness, and, it seems like they're not going to be taking it very well. Working hard at something. Okay, so it seems like they're going to be working pretty hard at, the thing is, though, it's going to be kind of sneaky. It's not going to be so straightforward, I feel like. It's not going to be like they're going to be telling you, I'm really against this. I don't think you guys should do this. I don't want you to, it's kind of like they're going to be hiding something. I feel like they have something kind of ready, some kind of plan in action, or, some kind of plan set up, basically, that they're going to be trying to end this thing. They're going to be trying to, break it up. And they feel pretty comfortable with that, they feel like they really can control the situation in a way, control their daughter, so it seems like it's not going to be met with really much support by them, they may try to actually break it up. So be careful with that, okay? Yeah, it seems like they could really try to ruin that. It seems like they're very defensive about it, controlling a bit. And, you know, overall I think they do want stability for their daughter, but I think they think that they are the best ones to provide that. In a way, it's like they kind of don't want her to, like, be with anyone, you know? Even if they say they do, or they actually do, like, they think they want that, they're kind of, like, doing everything to stop it, and it's really not cool. Just saying. But yeah, very quickly, I think they want her to turn around and, like, be in a very stable relationship very quickly, like, very just, like, tomorrow, but they keep criticizing everyone that comes into her life. So it's kind of like, you know, what do they expect? But in regards to you, it's not much different. You know, it seems like it's the situation where they're just wanting to, like, bring it down. And so, you know, if you don't have to get their approval, I would skip it. I don't know what your customs are, or, you know, the lifestyle. If it's, like, just something that you guys do, and you just, you know, it's what you have to do, you know, in your society or whatever the situation is, then, you know, it kind of looks like it's going to be met with not much support, okay? So, just letting you know, that's what I'm seeing for that. And thank you for the donation, by the way. I really do appreciate that. Please like the video if you guys haven't already. Really appreciate it. YouTube will send my video to other people. Well, not send it, but, you know, they'll make it more visible to other people when they see people are engaging, so it would really help me out a lot. Thank you, okay? Okay, so, Yan, what are we doing? Okay, Yan, what is your question? Yeah, no problem. What is your question, Yan? Yeah, oh, that's nice. A general, okay. Yan, this is a general for you. Let's see what's going on in your life. What is happening for Yan here? What do we need to know about Yan's life? Any messages coming to mind? Anything being highlighted here? What do we need to be aware of? What is important for us to know now about Yan's life? What's coming out here? What is an important message for Yan? What do we need to know here for them? Okay, so I feel like you're looking at something a bit negatively. Like, the thing about this, though, is that you don't have to. These cups here that are knocked down, he's very focused on these knockdown cups. So the thing is, there are still 2 cups here standing, and you don't have to just focus on these ones, you know, that are knocked down. It's like you're focused on the negative of the situation. Whatever the situation specifically is talking about, there is a situation in your life that you're really just looking at it negatively when it doesn't have to be that bad. You know, I feel like you're making it worse than it is. When you can kind of lighten it up a little bit just by seeing the good in it, like, it's not all hope lost, you know, it seems like there are still good things in this situation, or, you know, there is positive that you can be looking at. Maybe you don't know that. It seems like you're wanting more information, or you need more information first. See this, you know, light around his head down here? It's basically saying, you know, he's sitting there wanting enlightenment. He's waiting for more information, for a green light, for something to tell him this is the right thing, this is a good idea, you know, go in that direction. So maybe you just don't know all that this thing has to offer. Maybe it's not really showing up, that it's got any positive involved in it. So let's see what we can do about this. It seems like you're getting ready to walk away or travel. Maybe you're going to move somewhere else, and maybe that's what you're looking at negatively when it can actually be a positive situation for you. So, you know, if it is you moving, and that's what we're talking about here, then, you know, I would say that you're looking at it very negatively, and there actually is positive in the situation. The one thing that I would caution, though, is that with the 5 of Cups, it's like he can reach back and take another one of these cups and just end up with the same result. Disappointment again, you know, because he's doing the same thing. Another thing you could do, though, is go up this hill, cross this bridge right here, and find this castle, and open the door, and find newness, find freshness, find something exciting, something that you just don't know, the unknown, basically, but something different, right? So take a chance, you know, just take a leap and try to have fun with something new. That's what that could be saying for you too. You know, you could actually be enjoying something. You just have no idea because you're doing the same things. You're not trying anything new. Gotta try something new. Okay? Let's see a couple more things. Let me just see where else we're at here. Ooh, okay. Capricorn energy? Or this could be talking about, you know, something you're kind of tied to. You know, see how they're chained to this devil character up here? What it's talking about is, you know, a toxic energy in your life, or it's saying, well, either way. I mean, toxic, for sure, you know, something that is just a bad habit, maybe an addiction. It could even just be, you're a Capricorn. Nice. Okay. So, you said, yeah, that makes sense. I am moving somewhere. Okay. Right. So, another thing about the devil card is it could be something as minor as a bad habit, you know, and as major as like full-on sociopath, you know, like vindictiveness and just very toxic around you, or maybe you're doing this. But basically what I feel like that is, you know, a bad habit of looking at the negative, a bad habit of wanting to keep, you know, in your comfort zone and not wanting to break out and see anything different or try anything different because of fear, anxiety, maybe insecurity, whatever it is. I feel like that's the toxic thing. That's the addiction in a way, you know, in your life right now. It's like you gotta break that, you know, you have to just, you don't have to, but I mean, you should. You should take a leap, you should try to do something different, and you should try to just embrace these changes, you know? So that's what I have for you, Yan. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for the question. I really do appreciate your participation on this channel. It's always a joy reading for you, okay? Hope you got some clarity with that. And let's move on to Loveth. Described to me perfectly. Nice. Cool. I hope you're able to, you know, have more exciting adventures now. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Capricorns. Loveth, you're funny. Okay. My dad's a Capricorn. I love Capricorns. My best friend's a Capricorn. I'm gonna have her on here one day, if she'll do it. So what's your question, Loveth? Okay. Waiting on you, girl. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh yeah, I love it. I actually did look up your guys' birth charts. I have it on my, is it on my iPad? I think it's on this right now that I'm filming this on, so I can't really show you, but, I'll show you later for sure, because I found some interesting stuff with your guys' synastry. Of course, there's always interesting stuff with synastry, and birth charts in general. I want to know why my elder brother, H, is not talking to my mom, okay? Okay. So let's see if we can get into his energy really quick. What is H's energy here? Loveth's brother, and why is he not speaking to his mother? What can we find out about this situation? What do we need to know? What's the most important? What are the most important things about this situation? You know, what is being highlighted? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay. There's some kind of a connection. Either he feels like the connection that he had with his mother is like kind of like faded, maybe. Like this is talking about like there was a connection of some sort. I even feel like it could even be talking about he's with somebody now, like a relationship partner, and you know, we just don't know exactly where this is gonna go yet, but I'm just saying there's something about a connection here. It could be the connection he had with her, or it could be a new connection that I'm just feeling like is gonna say something about how he's just, you know, been distant from her because of this new connection. Let's see what this is, you know, about with the Two of Cups here. What is the Two of Cups here for? Can you explain that? Sorry about that, I'm dropping guards. Okay, so there were changes. There were big changes for him, or there is right now going to be big changes, you know, transformations, like major difference, major, like very major, just altogether changes in his life, within his identity, within his whole surroundings, events taking place that are just changing things for him. And he's a bit hypervigilant now because, he's on his toes all the time. He just doesn't know what's going to happen next. And it's not paranoia because he does have a bandage on his head right here, as you can see. So him being afraid and always on his toes and just like worried all the time, it's not really that he's just paranoid and out of his mind. I mean, a little bit, he's kind of like freaking out, but it's kind of, makes sense because he's been hurt in the past. So now he's on guard all the time, and it's really kind of a excuse me excuse me, it's kind of a hard energy to be in because no one wants to feel like that. So try to have a little sympathy for him. It seems like something happened. It either had to do with the love situation or a friend maybe, but Two of Cups usually is talking about love. Could be talking about a friend though. It's just a connection that he had with someone else. He saw eye to eye with the person. He just really felt like they were tight, like they just really had it going on. They got along very well. And something happened to where it kind of all fell apart and he changed in a big way. I wouldn't take it personal. Unless the connection was with his mother or someone else in the family that you know about. It seems like, it's not really, unless the situation, the Two of Cups, was the connection with the mother, then, it would be somebody else, and I wouldn't take it personal for her. But the thing is, if it is, it could be between them, and maybe she just isn't telling you, something went down, or maybe she's not understanding that a recent argument they had or something that happened, a conversation. Maybe he feels like she wasn't really there for him in a way, and maybe he's not expressing that, or she's just not aware of that or acknowledging that for some reason. So it's like he's keeping his distance because of this connection that kind of failed and changed him in a drastic way in many ways. And so I would just go about asking him about it straightforward, just insensitively, obviously, asking him what's wrong. Just ask him, is everything okay? It seems like you're a bit distant. And maybe he'll be willing to open up to you about it, if you come off in a way that's sensitive and sympathetic, open, not judging, right? So try to do that if you want to figure out what's going on here exactly, like the exact situation. But it seems like there was some connection that kind of really changed him in a big way, and now he's just keeping his distance because he really kind of needs someone to reach out, is what I feel, So if you could do that, that would be, I'm sure it would be helpful to him. Okay? He is married with 2 kids. Okay, so there could be something going on there. There's some kind of connection that kind of failed for him. Something really, really transformed who he is on the inside, and now he's just not sure how to connect with people, it seems like. So that's a big thing. I would definitely reach out and just let him know that you're there. If he wants to talk, you can. You're open to that, I feel like he needs that right now, for sure. Thanks, Leo Lunacy Tarot. You guys go ahead and like their channel. It's another tarot reader, I think. It sounds like it. You gotta spread the love, spread the support. A lot of things happened in the past in the family, but everything has been trashed out and everything has been good, but recently he just doesn't talk to anyone. Definitely sounds like, yeah. Like I said, it's, you gotta reach out. You gotta let him know, like, it's okay, you've been distant, but what's wrong? We still love you, we wanna know what's wrong. I wouldn't take it personal. What type of relationship issues? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Leo Lunacy Tarot. You can donate if you'd like to be on the list. We do have a free list, but it's actually closed now. It filled up pretty quickly today, so I'm sorry about that. But if you want to, in the future, get on the free list for sure, just go ahead when you hit subscribe, hit the notification bell right next to it, and hit all, and then it will let you know, like, right when we're live. So you can get on here and just get your question out there really quick and get on that free list, okay? Thanks for coming. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you guys haven't already, can you please like this video? I'd really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. It helps YouTube share the video with other people and get it, seen by as many people as it can right now. So thank you. Thanks for coming, you guys. Okay, and let's see. Alright, so now we're on Seba. Yeah, Seba. I don't usually go on at the same time each night. I try to have it be around the same time. It's pretty late right now for me. It's 1:56, 1:57, and that's really late. But interestingly enough, when I go on later, more people come on. Like tonight, the free list filled up so quick, like even quicker than last night. And my mod is amazing, but she's 3 hours ahead of me, so sometimes she can't be here because I go on late. So I'm gonna try to fix that in the future, go on a little earlier just for, consideration of everyone else. But midnight is like the hour that works for me. Like that, not just because it works for me, but because it's a lot, more, I get a lot more engagement from people. Like when I go on at like 6, 7, 8, 9, it's not nearly as many people that come like right away. It's kind of weird, but it's that's what I've noticed. So I'm gonna try to do it a little earlier in the future, but probably not much earlier. It just depends, on how it works. We'll try different things out, okay? Really? Wow, that's a lot of mods. Jesus. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will. That's good advice. I never really thought of it because Jenna, you haven't, obviously you haven't met Jenna. She's everything. She's great. She's really great. So I really need to like get on earlier so she can be here too. Yeah, Siba, are you here? Okay. What's in store for me next year, 2021? I'm a Cancer. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Cancers. What are your guys' signs? Can you put it in the comment section of this video? Can you guys just tell me what your signs are, everyone? I want to know what your guys' signs are. Who am I talking to tonight? How many of the same sign are here? How many of just one of the signs are here? How many Virgos are here? How many Virgos? Jenna's a Virgo. We got a few Virgos that are frequents on here. But I love all signs, so let me know what your guys' signs are. Alright, so what's coming for you, Siba, in 2021? What's in store for you? Let's see. What is in store for you? Anything we need to know? Just highlight the important details and the important events. The things that you'd like us to know for Siba. Okay? Ooh, okay, we got Capricorn energy again, and it could be both or one of the two. But here we're either talking about toxicity, something that's really just not good for you, but you probably feel a pull to it, like you just feel like it's hard to break from that, you're chained, right? Could be some kind of addiction, codependency, love addiction. It could be any addiction, just something that's kind of like hard to break from, hard to just, it's like seemingly impossible, but it's not impossible. Let's see what this is talking about. Could be Capricorn energy as well. Tell me what the devil's here for. Okay, could be talking about friends here. Even though the Three of Cups usually is talking about good friends that you can talk to and, find support from, it's the devil, so interesting. I'm just reading your, Aquarius, I'm just reading your guys' comments to make sure I'm, with you in this. Okay. Okay, stability, opportunities for it. So, takes your participation here, okay? It's not going to be handed to you, even though it kind of looks like that. It will be handed to you in the sense that it's there. If you're willing to participate in your own life and take these opportunities as they come, great, perfect. We have a lot of stability coming your way, okay? Huge opportunity for it, actually. So maybe you have some kind of job opportunity that's hard, maybe it's a lot of long hours and it's great money, but it's just making your life a bit harder. Your connections, maybe that's what we're talking about here, your connections are, suffering because of this stability that you're going to be having. Maybe you're a workaholic, or maybe it's just a negative environment at work because, of the hours, like I said, or just some other reason. It's just taking up a lot of your time and it's kind of like ruining your relationships, or it's, making it so you're kind of neglecting them a bit, but you have no other choice, you're chained to this. That's just one idea. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, but it's just, one idea that we could be looking at here. Maybe there's a job, or there's maybe it's just in general your money situation. You're trying to find new opportunities, but it's kind of this toxic negative thing in your life because it's really just taking all your time. But it's kind of difficult to break from that because we all need to make money. We all need to take care of ourselves and have that stability. A lot of people find that money is stability for them, so it makes sense. But it's kind of, not good for your relationships. Your relationships are suffering because of this. But, on the bright side, I do feel like you will have opportunities to increase your financial situation, or, a new job in general. Or maybe another job. Yeah, definitely. And it goes with what we were saying, is that basically the Queen of Pentacles, she's got her pentacle there. So, she's stable, and she pretty much has her together, She's got everything going on for herself, stability-wise, financially, I guess you could say, in a few ways. And so it's good, but she looks a little bit lonely, doesn't she? It's because she probably is. When we're doing really well with work and stuff, and we're, those times when you really don't have a social life, and you're like, yeah, I'm making a lot of money, I'm doing well with work, I'm working all the time, but I don't have a social life anymore. It kind of gets lonely sometimes. So that's just what that's talking about, I feel like. And that's okay, it happens. Try not to let it get you down or ruin things completely. It looks like you're going to be pretty stable next year, but it might make your relationship suffer a bit, okay? So keep that in mind. If you can, try to reach out to your friends more, your family, while you're going through this, just let them know, I'm grinding right now, but I do care about you guys, and we need to get together, COVID kind of makes that hard, but you can reach out and try to just let them know, keep in touch with them, okay? So that's a big thing that's going to be highlighted next year for you, Siba. Okay? Yes, makes sense. I think codependent. I'm jobless at the moment, looking forward to work next year. Yeah. Yes, it won't be good. Might have to spend less time with kids once I get back to work. Right, okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. You'll be okay. Just make sure you're, reaching out to people, letting them know what's going on. I haven't forgotten about you. Love you guys. I need you. Let's get together, Okay, so now, let's see. I don't even know what that says. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up at the list because I totally don't know what that says. It's like my pen was really not working very well. Is that Joe's? No. It's Sahu, I think. Yep. It's Sahu. Sahu, are you still here? Yep, that's who it is. Sahu, are you still around? How will be my future husband and his profession? Okay, so real quick, the reason that I can't ask that specific question is because we just don't know yet if you're going to have a future spouse. So I'm gonna rephrase it, okay? We're gonna ask, your next significant relationship. Unless you die tomorrow, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have one. Maybe you won't, but I just can't ask what's your future husband because we just don't know if that's going to happen yet. So it's kind of like saying, when I'm president, what kind of things will I do? It's like, not to say that it's that you know, like it can't happen, like I would never be president. It's not that like hard to come by to think that you could get married one day. But you know, just for example, it's like I don't even know if that's going to happen for me, so I can't really ask that question. But I can ask, you know, the next significant relationship. You know, what can we expect with this person? And what did you say his profession? How will my future husband and his profession be? Okay. Let's see if we can find anything out about a future relationship here. Future significant relationship. What do we need to know about this person? How do we identify him if we can in any way? What do we need to know about the situation, about the person? His traits, his characteristics, anything we need to know, anything you want us to be aware of. Anything you can bring forth to our awareness now. Help me to be the messenger to her. Okay. Help me to see this clearly for them. Oh, girl. Interesting. Sorry. So that's kind of a confirmation in itself that yes, you will be getting married, according to the cards. It looks like you're going to be kind of disappointed. I think what it's saying is there is disappointment in your love relationships at this time that you like meet this person or this starts to happen. So before you meet them, I guess you could say, you know, it seemingly around that time, you're thinking that you're doing the same things over and over, same patterns, same kind of people you're dating, and it's just not getting anywhere, or it's not getting where you want it to get. So, you know, there's a lot of disappointment in the love area, and then, very quickly, very abruptly, almost like you can't even stop it. You didn't see it coming, you just, all of a sudden it's there, and it's kind of in your face. It's kind of hard to not, you know, acknowledge. So it's there in your face, and it's just there all of a sudden, and looks like it's your next significant relationship. This may not be the next significant relationship you have, actually, you know, but it will be involving some kind of commitment, you know, marriage possibly, quite possibly. And the Wheel of Fortune here tells us it's going to be a really great connection. It's going to be like, for once, like, you know, you're really wanting something different, and it looks like you're going to get something different, and it's going to be a good thing. It's not going to be the same thing you've been getting. It's actually going to be a good thing for you. So that's awesome. You know, luck is on your side with that one. But specifically about this person, now that we know, we're talking about a marriage here, or, you know, something like that, you know, close to a commitment, basically. Could be with a Taurus person. And so let's see any identifying characteristics or anything that you think is important for us to know. We're not always going to get all the answers we want to get, but this is what the, you know, the cards want us to know about the situation, okay? So, could be someone from your past, actually. Ooh, okay. It could be somebody from your past that you don't even know has feelings for you. We have the Seven of Swords here, but sometimes the Seven of Swords isn't always bad. Sometimes we're talking about, you know, someone that's hiding something and not being forthcoming. So since we're talking about a past situation here, you know, thinking about the past. So if we're focused on the past, it could be someone from the past that you had no idea had feelings because they were hiding them. So, wow. If you know a Taurus person from the past, you feel like you kind of know who this is. Could be a Taurus person from your past. But the thing is, you wouldn't know. I don't think you know that they had feelings for you. I think they were hiding that and keeping it from you. Okay, I see a very nurturing, caring energy. Okay, someone who kind of, yeah, very much so holds it inside. A very caring person deep down. Excuse me, it even reminds me of a Cancer energy because, you know, this is water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be, but, and it doesn't have to be a woman, it's just the energy of the person, very strong energy, the Queen here. It's a very nurturing, caring energy, but what we do see is that this person's very, you know, they keep things inside, they keep to themselves, and so it kind of reminds me of the Cancer, because, you know, Cancers are, you know, they're the crab, so it's hard on the outside and soft on the inside, right? So that kind of reminds me of that, like they hold in all of this sensitivity, so that's another way you can kind of identify who this might be, okay? Who this is talking about, yeah. Could be a Cancer person. A person who just basically they hold their feelings on the inside. They hold in that nurturing sensitivity. Like, you probably won't really know it until you get close to them and see that. They have a hard outer shell. It's not necessarily they have a hard outer shell. It's just they hold everything in very close to them. And not many people see that side of them. But it's very, very nurturing and caring on the inside. Okay, and their profession, also it seems like they hold on to money pretty well. You know, they're not like gonna go and spend carelessly. That's good. That's, you know, that's positive. It's what we want. Not somebody who's careless. Obviously they're not careless. I mean, the Queen of Cups here is not careless. Very caring. Their profession, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know what that's talking about. It seems like there's, it seems like it's not really saying what it is that they're doing, but more about how they feel about their profession, about their career. So let me explain. There's fear and anxiety. Like, I thought maybe maybe a security guard or something, but someone who has to kind of always be on guard for what's going to happen next, you know, very sharp, aware, alert is a better word. Something where it's kind of like a consistent energy that they're having with this profession. So I feel like, you know, security guard, maybe police officer or something like that. You know, there's something to where they have to constantly be on guard and alert. And it's kind of stressful, you know, it doesn't really feel good, you know. It feels very stressful. But on top of that, every now and again they kind of have to put it to rest. I feel like it's a very stressful situation for them. Like, constant. You know, the World card is here, so it's just like over and over as the seasons change, nothing changes. It's a stressful situation, maybe a surgeon or something like that. It's just always has to be alert and on guard, you know, on their toes, looking around, making sure everything, like, watching out. Is very stressful, though. My heart. I feel like I'm panicking a little bit. And, you know, eventually, you know, as throughout their career, they're going to have to, like, stop working every now and then and kind of go on breaks, go on these not vacation, but, you know, take time off every now and then. They're going to have to, like, do some resting every now and then. Like, you know, not very often. I wouldn't even say, like, every year. It could be every year, like, once a year even, but, maybe a little less frequently than that. It just seems like, you know, they're going to have to keep having breaks because it's a very stressful, very, very stressful situation, their profession. So it could be a lot of different things. You know, it could be a bodyguard, some kind of guard, police officer, you know, some kind of person that's very, you know, has to just be on guard constantly. Has to always, you know, a surgeon, very serious position here, very, very serious. They have a lot of responsibility. And it obviously makes money that they know how to hang on to. So, yeah, very interesting. No, I don't think I've ever done a reading like that before exactly. Cool. Thanks, John Alley. Thanks for saying that. Like an old soul. Could be. Hi, Malaya, or Malia. Not sure exactly how to say your name, but hi, thanks for coming. The list is closed right now, the free list, but you can look in the description box below and donate if you feel so inclined, if you'd like a reading. The way that you guys can get on the free list next time, though, is if you subscribe to the channel. Next to it, there is a little bell. You hit that, and then you hit all, and it will notify you right when we go live, so that you can get on this free list, like, right away, and have it free next time. Okay, that's what you can do to take that opportunity. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sahu. Thank you. That was really a cool reading. I liked that. It was interesting. Kind of took me outside the box a bit. Okay, so Paradise. Paradise. Are you here still? Are you around? Hi, Cam. Hi, Noreen. I still haven't gotten your email, Noreen. Are you gonna email me? I want to do your reading. Anyone else join? Okay. How are you guys doing tonight? Or this morning? Okay, Paradise, where are you? Let's see. When did you post? I'm just going up to see if your question is here. I may not be able to see it anymore, but let's see if it's here. Okay, let's see. I keep seeing your name and I'm like, oh, that's not it. You may have to repost, okay? Yeah, I see. Can I get a reading, please? I don't see the question. I may be missing it, but can you please repost right here at the bottom for us? When will Leo reach out to me? I'm a Pisces. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for reposting that. So when will the Leo... Okay, one more time. When will Leo reach out to me, okay? So we don't know for sure if they're going to, but let's see what we can find out about this. So what can we know? What can we find out about communication between you two? What can we find out about communication between you two, this Leo and Pisces? Will this Leo reach out? I don't do yes or no questions, but I feel like doing open-ended questions will actually provide us with more information than just a yes or no, like yes, he'll reach out, or no, he won't. And then you're like, okay, well when, like how, like what else do I need to know? You know, so that's why I don't really do yes or no's, but you know, I find when I do answer open-ended questions and we can get more information surrounding the situation, then you actually will be able to find out if it's yes or no, or likely to be, at least at this moment, you know. Because you guys, free will can change anything, okay? So this is not set in stone, you know, anything can change. If you change your course of action, it will change the outcome in some way, you know. Maybe not completely, and maybe completely. So keep that in mind. Let's see what the likelihood of them reaching out is. What do we need to know about this situation? What do we need to know? Okay, got some pretty strong, powerful energies here. Like very, very powerful. Not powerful, it's kind of a weird word to use for this. It's more like they're just very, like, intense, I guess? Very, very, like, they have a lot of presence, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's either you or them. Somebody in the situation, one of you, wants the other person to take responsibility for something. Like, own up to something, or just be real with them. Like, be honest. Not necessarily that they've been lying, but the person feels like the other person has not been straightforward, has not been real with them. Like, they're just like, can you just give me the can you just, like, just tell me, you know, just be real about what's going on. So I have fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then air energy, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You said Leo and Pisces, so I guess this Leo person, it's either you wanting them to take responsibility and, like, just say what's going on between you, or they want that from you. Maybe they feel like you're not doing that, and that's why they haven't reached out. See, we have this, you know, very independent, very self-motivated, just they do not ask permission for what they want to do. They, you know, they get their needs met by just going out and doing what they need to do to get their needs met. That kind of sounds weird. It's not like they're, like, screwing people over left and right necessarily, but it's saying basically they know what they want and how to get it, and they don't feel like they need to ask for permission. They're very independent. They don't really want to be enclosed or, like, restricted very much. They don't need people to tell them what they need to do. And, you know, there's responsibility that someone needs to take. See how her hand is out like that? It's like, come on, just, you know, just be real with me. Just, hello, you know, just Just say it. That's the energy here, and it's headed in some kind of direction. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, defensiveness. So if this is you who wants them to be real, and you're like, hello, like, why haven't you responded to me? Like, why can't you just tell me what's going on? Just be real. They kind of are telling you what's going on by not responding. Okay, so they feel like very fire energy, right? Like I was talking about, kind of, they don't want to be restricted or limited or pushed into a corner, made to do anything. And I feel like you're wanting them to be, you know, straight up with you. Maybe they're not ready to do that, or they're just playing a game with you. I mean, whatever the situation is, they're not doing that, and they feel like you're pushing it. Maybe it's just pushing them to communicate in general, you know? But they feel like kind of closed in, you know? If you are wanting them to take responsibility as the situation, then they're feeling like attacked. They're feeling like you're against them, or you're trying to put them, you know, you're trying to put it out there like they're doing something wrong. They're getting defensive about it, basically. They could feel like you're kind of against them, and like they have to like be defensive and fight back. And maybe the way they're doing that is by not responding to you at all, because they're just not trying to do that. Yes, I want them to be real with me. Okay. So that could be why that they're not responding to you. They feel kind of like it's too much. What I would say is, you know, give it some time. Try to back off a bit, you know. Let's see if they're gonna come back around, or let's see, you know, if you back off a bit, like, is there a chance here, or is it just kind of done? Like, what do we need to know as we move forward into this next year in regards to this situation with this person, this Leo here? Work on yourself, work hard at whatever you're doing, your hobbies, your jobs, you know, focus on your priorities, you know, maybe take up a new hobby. This is like an apprenticeship, a new hobby, maybe something you put on the shelf or something. And, you know, work on yourself, basically. Work very hard at whatever you're doing, and not them, basically. Like, give it a break for a second. And it seems like some kind of exchange seems like it's likely to happen if you're able to do that. If you're able to kind of, like, focus on you for a second, focus really, really hard on whatever you're focused on, you know, in your own life, whatever you're doing right now. If you can do that, then I do see that possibly there's some kind of exchange, okay, that takes place. But if you don't do that, it's probably going to be, you know, pushing them further away, okay? So just letting you know that. And thank you for the question, okay? Okay. Aqua, right. Aqua Leo, I will be out of a job in 2 weeks' time, and I feel I have been proactive in trying to secure an interview. I have yet to get one. Could I get some career advice, please? I want a secure job for 2021. Awesome. Okay. Thank you for that question, Aqua Leo. Understandably so. You want a secure job? Let's see what we can find out here, okay? Okay, so what kind of advice can we give Aqua Leo here regarding career for 2021? How can they secure a job? Like, what? We can't control what anyone else does, okay? We have our own free will, and that's about all we can control, right? What we do. So what can Aqua Leo personally do to improve their career situation, to improve their likelihood of getting a job, to improve, or, you know, what can they personally do? Actions they can take right now to give them a better chance and to lead them in the direction that they need to go in order to secure a job in 2021. What steps can they personally take that will affect this situation in a positive way? Okay, maybe try some new things here. Okay. Yeah, alright. So, we're talking about the Empress here. You know, it's talking about new beginnings, trying new things. Not necessarily trying new things, but there's a new beginning. There's the birth of something, okay? So, to me, it's new in your life. But the thing is, with the World card here, I feel like it's talking about something that you've kind of crossed paths with before, but never really tried, you know? It's giving something a chance. Putting yourself out there and giving something a chance. Like, actually opening up. If you're kind of, I mean, it's hard because COVID, right? So it's like, it's just hard to kind of do this. Hey, how's it going? I just want to let you know I'm very excited about, this company, and I've always wanted to do this. I'm very passionate. It's hard to do that with a mask on and just 6 feet, so I get that. It's it's not like you can really just do that right now. But as much as you can, be putting the word out there. Just try to make yourself seem more approachable, with that mask on, and we have to keep 6 feet away. It's difficult to do that, but just try to, if you have to put letters out, if you have to, talk to your friends about people they know and be talking to people that way, however you can start, putting yourself out there and talking to people more. You say you've been putting out or you've been, what did you say? What was the words? You've been proactive in trying to secure an interview. I've yet to get one. Okay. So basically, keep doing that. It really just takes consistency. Just keep going until you get something. But and I know that kind of sounds, you're like, okay, I just said I'm doing that. Keep doing that. Okay, keep doing that. This is a confirmation. That's what you need to do. You need to keep, not only that though, there is something that I feel like you kind of put on the shelf, maybe, something that you really wanted to do and were passionate about. You felt like was kind of a good thing for you. You wanted to do it. Maybe you, went with a different job and, to pay the bills. Maybe you thought you could never actually do this or accomplish this. But I feel like it's something that you had once considered, and now it's going to be in your life, and it's going to be a new thing for you. Like, you've never done it before, but you have considered it in the past. This isn't the first time you've thought of doing this. So think about those things. Think about, what things have I really wanted to do? And how can I go about doing them? The way that you can go about doing them to have the best likelihood of getting something going, you got to put yourself out there. Let people know. Like, if you think you don't have a chance, stop doing that to yourself. Stop acting like you don't have a chance. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you want to be the president, that's kind of different. That's, I feel like harder than most things. But, whatever it is, just let these people know, the company or whatever it is. If you're trying to work for yourself, try to get people on your team to help you out to do that. Let people know. Put your word out there. Let people know how passionate you are about this. Because companies love to hear that. They love to hear how passionate you are, how you've always wanted to do this, this is what you really have felt like is your thing, like you'd be so good at it. Not that you'd be so good at it, like you're just amazing, but just that this is something that you've always wanted to do, you dreamed of, and you're so passionate about it, and you would just love to wake up every morning and be doing that, you just know it's right for you. You know what I mean? Like things like that, like be putting yourself out there in a way that's passionate. Show these people. Like, why wouldn't we hire this person? They're, like, really into this. Like, of course they're going to be a good worker, Things like that. So if you can just put yourself out there a bit more, I know it's a struggle right now. But it seems like this is a situation, a job or some kind of thing that you have considered before, but put on the back burner. Put on the shelf for some reason you had to, maybe. To get to, have a different job to pay the bills. Because this wasn't so readily available to you in the past. But I feel like this is something that you have considered before and were very passionate about, and maybe it's time to get that going for yourself. Don't give up. It's not just over yet. Your life is not over yet. You can make this happen. So hopefully you got some clarity with that. Hopefully you know kind of what I'm talking about, what kind of thing you put in the past before, you put on the shelf before. Hopefully you kind of get what I mean. Yeah. I was trying to go into project management. Okay, but the door is not opening. Sometimes it feels that way because it's like things are just not working out. And I would usually say, don't push for things that aren't happening. Like, if they're not happening, don't keep pushing. Like, but the tower isn't here. So I'm not saying that at all. Like, when the tower shows up, don't resist changes. And don't push for things that aren't happening. Like, don't try to make something happen that isn't happening. It's just, you just flow when the tower's there. Let transformations take place. But the tower isn't here, Aqua Leo. So, I'm telling you, keep pushing. Keep going. You just gotta put yourself out there more. And I feel like it's kind of a bit harder. Well, okay, it's a lot harder now for, traditionally going into a place and trying to meet the manager and trying to, get the job there and put yourself out there. That's harder. But in a way, it's kind of easier too, because you call them up, you reach out to them over social media, or not social media, but different platforms, that are for recruiting jobs and everything. you know, maybe the company website, or emailing them personally. You know, a lot of people are doing things online now, and with computers and just, you know, technology, how they're communicating because of COVID. So in a way, you have a lot of ways that you can be reaching out to people, you know, very quickly, very easily, very just, you know, many different people in one day, in 1 hour. So I mean, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that you can do that, you know, and put yourself out there in many ways. You know, try to figure out how you're going to present yourself in a way that would be received well. You know, go over it with people you know and ask them, you know, professionals, friends, does this sound, you know, like look it up even. Does this sound inviting? Does this sound passionate enough? Does it sound too much? You know, go over what you're going to say and how you're going to represent yourself. And I feel like you kind of have a lot of options there in how you can represent yourself in a better way. Especially if you feel like you're not really a people person or like a talker in person. That's another opportunity you have. And you can reach out to many different people like this. Friends, you know, have different resources to go about. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of, in a way, it could make it easier for you. Not easier, but just you could have a lot more opportunities being able to reach out to people in that way since it's COVID and everything. So, hi Jim. Hi Lena. Okay, yeah, we are on. Actually, we're on Alexandra. And then Joe, you're next. Joe's Mystics, you're next. Joe's Mystics is. Do you have a channel? Like, is your channel? Is it? Do you do like tarot and or something like that? It kind of sounds like it. Thank you, Aqualeo. Hopefully, you know, good luck to you. Let me know what goes on in this next couple weeks. Let me know what happens for you. Okay? Please keep me updated on that. You can email me or just come to a live stream and let me know. I want to know how that goes for you, okay? Don't give up. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Okay, so Joe's Mystics does have a channel and an Instagram, you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Gotta spread the love. Gotta put the support out there, okay? Show her some love, okay? That's a little personal, but is Alexandra here still? Alexandra. Okay, Alexandra, if you're not here, we gotta, you know, take up your spot. Let's go way back up here and see, who is after Alexandra? Or, I'm sorry, who is after, Rid? Joe's Mystics. Sahu loveth Aqualeo. Alexandra. Rid. Joe's Mystics, Rid, and Positive for Life, are you here? John Alley, are you here? Crystal. Whoever, you know, whoever says something first, you can be the last slot. Because that's who was after, that's who was like right after Rid in the list, whoever was here. Yeah. Yes, Rid, you are 10th. Well, 9th now, because we have somebody else to fill a slot with. So were any of those people here? Let's see. I just want to get the people that were here first, you know, up there, who didn't make the list. So, okay, after Alexandra, we have Positive for Life, John, Crystal, Infinity 17. If you guys are still here, let me know. Lena. Okay. Leo Lunacy Tarot. Okay. Any of those people here? Hey, Ashley. Hi, Pinkie Pie. Hi, Lena. Okay. Okay, then we're gonna go with Lena. Because, you're the first one to say something out of those names, so good. Alright, Lena, you are 10th, okay? Yeah, if somebody else doesn't show up, we are on, actually, we were on Alexandra, but she's not here. So, we fill that slot. It's gonna be Joe's Mystics now, and then it's gonna be Rid, and then it's going to be Lena. And if someone, you know, in that time is not here, is not present, then we can fill you in, well, okay, here's the thing, well, I guess you did come before Chim and Pinkie Pie, so yeah, we can do that. Wait, no, Chim. See, I just want to be fair, I just want to do it with, you know, the people that came first. Actually, Chim did come first, before you. So I'm gonna have to go with Chim, okay? If something opens up. Right now, nothing is open. The free list is closed. If you guys want to skip ahead, though, or you want to be on the list in general, because you missed the free list, you can donate. All of the information for that is in the description box below this video. So, it's not required that you donate, but if you do want to be on this list right now, since the free list is closed, then please go ahead and do that so I can read for you, okay? Hey, you never know, Chim. The way that you guys can avoid that situation and get a free question, or a free reading, is if you subscribe to the channel. Next to it, there's a little notification bell. You hit that and you hit all, and then you'll be notified right when we go live every single time, okay? So you can get here right away and just put your question in, and you can get a free reading, okay? That's how you can avoid this situation. But, of course, if you want to get a reading anyway, please donate. I'd appreciate it, and I will definitely do that for you. Also, anyone who's gotten a reading tonight, I do extended readings for $5, 30 minutes. Well, okay, up to 30 minutes. Sometimes we come to the conclusion, like, very quickly, and I'll do at least 15 minutes. But some, it takes a little longer to kind of understand what's going on, so it'll go up to 30 minutes, and it's just $5. This is happening till December 31st, you guys, okay? So if you're interested in an extended reading, if I've done a reading for you tonight, then you can get an extended, and this is the email down here. Email me, okay? And let me know. And also, please, this is really important too. If you do get an extended reading from the reading I gave you tonight, okay, and you reach out from this email here, then please send me your timestamp, okay? Because sometimes it's hard to find the reading, and I have to, like, go through the whole thing. Sometimes I'm doing 3-hour readings and stuff, so it would help me out a lot if you would send me the timestamp with it, okay? So it just makes it a lot quicker to get your readings out, okay? I'd appreciate that. Okay, so now we're on Joe's Mystics, okay. Sorry about that, just had to kind of explain some things. What is Brent's intentions or feelings? Will he further the romantic connection soon? Okay, Brent. Perfect. Let's see what his feelings are, or what his what he's intending to do about those feelings, if he has any. Will he further the relationship? I'm gonna use the romance angels after this to see what's there between you. But right now, let's see what he's kind of trying to do, what his energy is, what he plans to do in regards to your guys' connection. What are we talking about? He's caring, but he's going to be putting it to rest, or maybe he feels very relaxed in your energy, although it doesn't seem as though that's the case, because why would you be so not understanding what's going on? So he could be a Taurus person. Oh, I'm sorry, Aries. He could be an Aries person, or just a person who's pretty responsible, like has, oversees things, maybe a manager or a father, of some, in some way he's overseeing things and calling shots in some area of his life. It could even just be his own life. Like, he has a lot of control over his own life. If he is an Aries, he does things his own way. He doesn't really need a lot of help to do so. Like, he knows what he wants and how to get it. It's fire. So, it could be that he's a responsible kind of not necessarily takes responsibility for himself, but has control over himself in some way, takes care of himself, or has some kind of like, almost like quiet power is what I'm feeling. Like, just like he's an adult. He's a real adult who has priorities that he takes care of, it seems like. And let's see what this Four of Swords is here for, because I don't know if it's one or the other we're talking about here. Why is the Four of Swords coming out here? I feel like he does have, nurturing, caring feelings for you, though. Like, he does care in a genuine way. Four of Swords. So, he could have a history of, kind of rocky relationships. If you know that to be true, then that's what's coming out here. But if you don't, or you know that to not be true, then that could be maybe not what we're talking about here. But basically, it seems like he's in situations, maybe he's having a hard time putting a past situation to rest right now, and he's a very caring person, cares for you, but is kind of needing to put something to rest. And it's kind of like a codependent-ish energy, like through thick and thin, for better for worse, like two in extreme. Like, it's like these people are sick, they need help, or not necessarily sick, but they're injured. Like, not necessarily sick, they're injured, they're at this church, like, they need shelter, they need food, they're obviously, weak, but the thing is, they're together, they're going through this together. So it's like that couple that, like, keeps going through, like, hard situations and just sticks it out together. But another way to look at it is, it's kind of like they're bringing each other down. Like, they keep getting in these situations where they can't lift each other up together. It would almost be better for them to break up, because, yeah, it's nice to have a person that you keep staying with through hard times, but another way to look at it is like, why can they not progress their lives together? There's something very codependent about the energy. It's like, and to me, it seems like it's saying there's something that they need to kind of like put to rest about a past relationship, and that they're really, it's hard for them to do that. So they may be kind of trying to like separate themselves from something, and it's difficult for them to do that. Although I do feel like, regarding you and the person that the connection from before, that they're having a hard time like breaking away from, I feel like they do care genuinely about you both. Like, I don't think they're like a player type energy or anything. It's just a situation that it's kind of difficult for them to separate themselves from. So that could be why you're not really seeing the relationship progress, which is actually kind of a good thing, because you don't want this person to be like playing you, or like trying to, have both of you at the same time. They're not sure how to break away from a certain energy right now, and to me it seems like a past relationship, maybe a recent past, and or maybe not, but it's just, a past relationship that they feel like connected to, but it's kind of an unhealthy energy, that they're kind of held to and codependent, and so they're not furthering it with you, though, and that's a good thing, because they're not just trying to be in your life and not really know where they stand with someone else. They have to put that to rest first, and so I think that's why it's not really progressing right now. Maybe they're not being upfront about that because they want to separate themselves from it. It would be better if they would be open with you about it. Let's see if that's going to happen. Let's see if, what's going to happen as we move into 2021. Can we see progression with this relationship, or what can we expect from this person, What are his intentions with you, Does he plan to further things with you? Is that what he wants? Yeah. Yeah, I do think that's what he wants. I think he's in a rough position of, he sees potential. You know, he sees you as a lover. He could be a Gemini as well. He sees you as a lover, you know. There is something there, but he's kind of being, you know, it's a good energy. He's being almost respectful in a way of not getting you involved with him before he can for sure just be with you. So I think that he does want to do that, and that's probably why he's not done that yet, because he wants to be fair, I guess you could say. He just doesn't want to, like, start something before another thing is for sure ended, where he can't be really involved completely in you because he has yet to put something to rest. And if he has put it to rest, like literally in the like physical world, like they're not together anymore, it's just his emotions, you know, his emotions. He's having a hard time breaking away from it. So it looks like there is going to be something going on between you, though. I feel like, you know, if you just give him a bit of space, be understanding, not too understanding, okay? Don't be, like, okay with him, like, seeing somebody else if you're trying to have something with him, you know? But don't be too, like, pushy about things. It's just a sensitive situation. You probably can understand what that would be like. It's not really hard for me to understand what that would be like, so I feel like maybe you wouldn't have trouble either. But I don't know. I mean, everyone's different. But it's easy for me to see how that could be a difficult situation. And I really don't think he's like trying to play people, though. It seems like he's just kind of struggling, and he's not yet going to further things with you just because of that. He feels like he just can't really be there completely with you right now. But I do see something happening, you know, or at least that's what he wants, okay? So it seems like something will happen. The Empress is usually talking about, you know, the birth of something being created and, you know, starting, you know, involving love, basically. But this is what he wants, so something new to begin. So yeah, I do think he does intend to do that. Not saying that it will ever happen, we just don't know, you know, what is going to really happen, if he'll be able to do that, you know, and be there with you fully. If they'll get back together, you know, it just, you never know what's going to happen. But, you know, what he does intend to do is make that happen. So just give him some time, just try to let him work that out, you know, and that's what he wants to do, okay? So, yeah, I mean, right now I think you just need to give it some time. Let him decide what he needs to do and how he needs to do it, but he does intend to do that with you. He does want that, okay? So don't feel like he's not interested, you know, he is. Seemingly, from the cards, he's definitely wanting to start something with you, so I wouldn't doubt that at all. Yes, I believe that's what's going on, and he's been very distant right now. Right. Yeah, Chim, okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. He's not communicating like he should. Okay. That's something that you can say, you know, you can make that choice, you know? If you feel like you've been too understanding and like, no, he hasn't been straightforward, he hasn't been telling me what's going on. You said he pursued me and then got distant. Okay. You definitely have the choice to do that. You know, if that's what you feel like you need to do, that's what you need to do, you know? No matter what the cards say at any time, and this goes for anybody. This goes for everybody. You know, no matter what the cards say, we do have free will and it's your life. So please, if you ever feel like something is right for you to do, like you just want to do this because this is right for your life, then please do it. And in the same breath, if you feel like something is not right for you or you just don't feel right about doing that for yourself, please don't do it. You know, no matter what the cards say at any time, just, this is your life, so don't do anything you're not comfortable doing, okay? So, yeah, Joe's Mystics. If you feel like, you know, he needs to be more straightforward or forthcoming, he needs to let you in on what's going on and not keep you waiting, yeah, you know, definitely do what you need to do with that, you know? Definitely. Oh, and Chim, my boyfriend is actually an Aquarius, and, it's funny because that's what I used to think too, like, Aquarius is traditionally, I guess stereotypically sun sign Aquariuses are supposed to kind of be like not want to be held down and everything. You got to look at the 7th house, and you got to look at the aspects, of course, to Venus and everything, because in the moon, because those are important factors, you know. My boyfriend's Venus is in Pisces, so Pisces tend to want to merge with the partner, and I think that he is more into like serious relationships, even though he's an Aquarius sun. I don't at all see him. I mean, you know, I don't want to put him out there like that. There's, you know, he can get attention, you know. He can do that and not always want it to just be something so committed. But I think you're right. You know, when they do get into a serious relationship, they do want something more serious, you know, or, you know, at least in my experience of Aquarius. Of course, though, it does matter about the rest of the chart too. You got to look at the rest of the chart. Sun sign is just one little bit, you know. Yeah, I like Aquariuses. That's cool, you're an Aquarius too, Joe's Mystics. Yeah, it says Aquariuses tend to be like very into astrology. That's one of the things they're into. And it's funny because my boyfriend's like really not into it at all, like doesn't really believe in it, but like supports me being into it. Very, very accepting and supportive, but just doesn't believe in it at all. Doesn't really believe in much, you know, like stuff like that. But it's funny because they say Aquariuses are very into astrology, or like, you know, they have that in there, you know, that's something that's known about them, but not the case for him. So that's another thing that's different, you know, that it says but isn't necessarily true. So look at the rest of the chart, you guys. Hi, that it. Okay, now we're on RID. Got a little sidetracked, so let's get back, okay? Is RID still here? Is RID still here? Is RID around? I just saw you up there. Okay, cool. What's new coming towards me in my life for remaining December and January? Okay. So for the remaining of December and January, okay? Yes, Katrina. Hi, just making sure you're still here. Okay, let me get this to drink really quick. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate the guidance. You're welcome, Joe's Mystics. I hope, you know, you got a little bit of clarity from that. I hope that helps you out a little bit. And you guys go subscribe to her page. Like the videos. Show some support for her channel, Joe's Mystics. Okay? Okay, so what's new coming towards me in my life for remaining December and January? RID. So for RID, what is coming towards you for the rest of December and in January 2021? What do we need to know? What's being brought forth? What's being brought forward? What needs to be highlighted or understood? Generally. You need to put something... Okay. There's an attitude of, either you or someone around you, there's an attitude of defensiveness, feeling attacked. Like, I feel like this year is going to be new for you. You're going to make a switch. If this is you making a switch. Because right now, it's kind of a negative energy. It's kind of like you feel like people are against you. You feel like you have to prove yourself or, you know, explain yourself or get your point across in kind of an aggressive way. And it may not really be that people are against you, but it feels that way, right? It feels like you kind of have to, like, exert yourself in a certain way to get people to understand, you know, what you're trying to say or what you're about. And that's going to take a change. That's going to change drastically. I feel like you do have a lot of power over that, though, so try to think more positively. A lot of times with the Seven of Wands there, yeah, with this card, a lot of times it's not exactly that way. Like, people really aren't against you necessarily. So it could be that, you know, it kind of is just, for some reason, you're feeling that. I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings though. Like, it could be the case. If you feel like that's happening, all I'm saying is just try to be a bit more positive. You know, get yourself away from that people like that you have to prove yourself. That is not a healthy situation. You don't want to have to always prove yourself to people. You shouldn't have to do that. So if that is the situation for you in some way, like similar to this, then, you know, try to just be around people who accept you more, to where you don't have to exert yourself like you're not being accepted, you know? People just aren't understanding, and they're not trying to understand, it feels like. So, you know, if you can, try to get away from those people and, you know, try to adopt a more positive outlook on things. Looks like you kind of need some more information here, some enlightenment, some, you know, a reason, a green light to push forward and do this. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe that's why, you know, I'm telling you. It seems like you need to be a bit more positive and adopt a bit more of a positive outlook on things. Be grateful for the things you have. It sounds cliche, I know, but that's what you need to know, is that basically you have a lot of power here to change your life and to become happier. It takes your effort, you know. Things are not just going to be like amazing overnight because some event happens. You know, you have to kind of adopt a different perspective and start looking at things differently. Start accepting some people just are negative, and you're not going to be one of them, you know? Change it up a bit, you know? I feel like this is a year of, like, you're asking, like, what's coming towards you, or, you know, what's going to happen, or what was the exact question? What's new coming towards me? Okay. So it's funny when people ask that question, what's coming towards me? It's like, somebody was like, a bus. Somebody was like, oh, you know, like, what is coming towards me? Like, it's kind of funny because a lot of times that question I get things like this. Like, it's more not what's coming towards you. I feel like the reason that is because the cards are kind of trying to stress an idea that stop looking outside of yourself for events coming towards you. Like, what's going to change in my life? And kind of fixated on, like, things happening around you that's going to change your life. And really, it's about you changing your life, you know? It's about you going out there and making things happen. It's not really about other things around you. You know, yes, other things affect you, but it's kind of like you're waiting for something to happen so that it's good in your life. Your life's, like, happier. And it's like, you can be enjoying your life right now. You know, you can make your life and your existence happier. You don't need to, like, look for something else to do that, you know? You have a lot of power here, and that's why I feel like it's saying this. Because, you know, you feel like you need more information. Like, you feel like you're just like, how am I going to make this, you know, how do I do this? And it's like, that's why you're here, I think, because you need to know this. You need to know that you do have a lot of power over the situation. So, it's not really about, like, what's coming towards you, okay? It's about how are you going to improve your life? Like, what do you need, and how are you going to go about getting it, you know? I feel like you need to look within in a lot of ways. Like, don't be looking outside yourself. It's a never-ending battle. It's like, you're just going to keep looking. You're just never going to be satisfied, let me tell you, okay? I think you need to do some centering. Kind of seems like... I'm not trying to avoid your question. I'm just saying whenever something like this happens, I just want to express or emphasize basically basically, like, why that's happening is because the cards are saying, look, this is what's most important for you to know right now, you know? And like I explained just now, I feel like there's a reason for that, because you're looking outside yourself, and really it's not gonna work, you know? You gotta do something else. You gotta look inside. You gotta change your perspective and know that it's really not about what's coming towards you. It's about what you're gonna do about it, you know, what you're gonna do with your life. I feel like you're kind of feeling like your hands are tied right now. Again, you needing this enlightenment or this green light or more information before you take action makes sense. You know, you feel like you have no power in the situation, but really, your life is in your hands. Your life is in your hands. You have so much power. You have all the power in your own life, you know? It's not about what's coming towards you. It's about, what do you want? What do you want to have happen, you know? You gotta go and get it. You gotta go and make it happen. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, you know, because I don't want to leave you with that if you don't, you know, understand fully what I mean. I just wish you could feel, like, the power that I feel that you have, you know? Like, you just have a lot of power, but you don't know that, you know? This blindfold here. You don't know that you're not, your hands are tied, but these swords here are just in the ground. They're not stopping you. No one's stopping you. Your ankles here are not tied. You can walk away. You can walk out of this confusion and this, like, stagnancy, and you can make things happen for yourself, okay? I hope you're, you know, feeling some encouragement from that, because that's just what I feel like I need to say. So, I hope you feel what I'm saying, you know? Okay? Yes, you're absolutely right. I want good health and job. What's change is coming in my life? Again, that's the change. Like, literally, this is about you making this change. You know, you making this drastic, you know, change in your life and difference. Like, you have to own your own power this year, okay? I'm challenging you. I dare you. Try it. Try to own your own power. Try to take action and really, you know, like, basically manifest what you're wanting by just going about life in the way that you feel is best, you know? Like, make things happen for yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. This is your life. It's not about what, you know, other things around you. Other things around you do matter, but it's like what's coming towards you, as if that's the thing that's going to spark your, you know, a change in your life. You gotta be ahead of the game. You gotta be the first one making that change, you know? And then everything else just kind of is happening. But you're already on this mission yourself, you know? I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you're not feeling weird about that. Thank you, Katrina. Okay. Aw. You're awesome too, that it? Somebody said resonates with so many. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, Rid. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If not, email me. You know, let me know. I'll explain further. We can get into this. If you want an extended reading, $5. You really can't lose, you guys. It's worth it. Trust me. I've been getting such great feedback. Like, I'm so blessed that everyone has been so happy with the readings. Like, it's awesome. Like, I love that energy of people being like, yes, it was on point. It's like, fuck yeah. Excuse me. It's like, yes, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you, Katrina. No, I will get a personal email reading. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Looking forward to hearing from you, that it. Oh, I just saw the synchronicity. 10th and 10th of Cups. You're great, Katrina. Since the list is closed, I emailed and paid for a personal reading. I'm excited. Oh, awesome. Okay. I do see I'm getting emails right now. I don't know if it's from you guys, but obviously it's from one of you. Okay. I think we're done with the list, you guys. Oh, wait, no. We had Joe's, we had Rid. And we had one more, right? Because we didn't do Alexandra, so, yeah. So, we have Lena. That's right. Lena. Okay, Lena, if you're still here, hun, let's do your reading, okay? Aw, Chim. That's really cool that you said that. I really appreciate that. You said, "Ah, okay. I love your readings because you actually want to help the person and it's so endearing." That is so true. That is so true. So thank you for acknowledging that. And thank you for saying that. That's all I'm really trying to do, you know? Thank you. So, Lena Mama will IJG, initials, right? Will IJG Gemini contact me? What is his next move? Okay. So let's see, Lena. This Gemini person, what are their next moves? What do we need to know about them in regards to you? what is happening here, you know, basically what is going on here. Who keeps retracting people's messages? It's not me. Somebody's retracting messages. I know it's not you guys. Because it keeps happening. It's weird. Unless it is you, Chim, but... if it is, that's fine, but if it's not, then stop that, whoever that is. Alright, so will they contact you, Lena? Will they contact Lena? Tell me about this Gemini person in regards to Lena. Will they contact them? Like, what do we need to know? What can we expect from this person as we close out the year and enter the new year? What can we expect as we go through this, you know, onto this new year? What can we expect from this Gemini person? Oh. Yep, of course. Of course. Of course. Oh. Okay. So we do see some actions being taken here, some like forward movement. It's not necessarily that it will be good. It seems like it's kind of a confusing thing, like vague, not forthcoming, like you don't even know where you stand kind of thing. Like there's actions being taken, but the thing is the result, the residual feeling that you have is that you still don't know where you stand. I see Pisces energy here, doesn't have to be, but I'm just letting you know there's a moon card. But most importantly with this moon card, it's talking about confusion, vagueness, clouded thinking. Like nothing is clear here. Like they may be sending mixed messages or mixed signals. It's like up and down, hot and cold. You're not sure what's really happening. I feel like either they're judging the situation between you kind of harshly and quickly, like not really just even taking the time to get to know what's really going on, like very judgmental, almost like Virgo energy. Like maybe their rising's Virgo, maybe their Venus is in Virgo, I don't know, but it seems like that, like a judgy and very quickly judging, like judging, not even knowing for sure, and also very leaving you confused. Another thing could be it's asking you to use your better judgment, you know? I do see something happening soon, like very quickly, very right around the corner, or very abruptly. So like if there's no communication right now, it would be like all of a sudden there is. Kind of just like all of a sudden, you know? Very suddenly, very abruptly. Kind of just like disturbs your life almost. Like where'd you come from, you know? Or it could be very, very soon that they're coming in. But they're leaving you with confusion, so the way I see it is like their next moves are, I don't want to say they're playing games, but they're not being it's really not like a mature kind of energy. It's not like an energy that you really, that's ideal, you know? You're going to be kind of left confused here, not really knowing where you stand still. So while I do see them reaching out, yeah, well, I do see them reaching out. You guys will be like communicating, or at least getting together in some way. Like something will happen, you know? It's not going to be like you won't ever hear from this person again, but the residual feeling is confusion, because I don't think that they're being very like, they're not really trying to make a commitment happen. Although to be real with you, we have the Ten of Cups at the bottom, so I mean the underlying feeling is it's a very happy situation. Oh yeah, also there is forward movement, but the thing is with the moon there, it's just like maybe something's hidden, maybe you're not seeing them in a clear way. Overall though, I do feel like initially, or you know, when they do reach out, or whatever the situation is between you, like when you get back together and you know something goes on, for the most part you'll see it as a good thing. You know, it should be a good thing when you guys are together. I almost want to say it's like the Knight of Wands. We don't have that here, but the energy is like someone who's very like passionate when they're there, but then they're not really fully there because they're about ready to leave, and when they leave, you're like wondering what the fuck just happened. Like this, you were so about this when you were here. So it's kind of like when you're with them, it feels really great and things are like very happy and it seems like it's promising. But at the same time, you're wondering what the fuck is going on. So be careful with that, you know? I would hate to see something happen where you're hurt. Of course, it's life, it happens, I can't really prevent that from happening to you, but it just seems like they're not being very fair. It seems like they're not really opening up much and telling you exactly what they're wanting to do. And if they are, their actions are showing different. So you're confused a bit. You know, if you need to, just be straight up with them first. Like, you know, initiate that conversation and say, look, I'm not trying to play games or waste my time, so what are you trying to do? You know, if you feel like that's something you want to do. The High Priestess, though, here, last thing, it's kind of saying that you already kind of know. Like, she knows intuitively what's going on, so I feel like when this comes out, it's saying you kind of already know intuitively what's going on, so try not to fool yourself. The moon is here, so your thinking is going to be a bit clouded. But try your hardest to see things realistically. You know, try your hardest to not allow yourself to idealize this person, you know? Try your hardest to really be real with yourself about this. If this person's not good for you, like, have a boundaries and deal breakers list, you guys. Remember? Boundaries, deal breakers. Boundaries are things that you know they're crossing it because it's uncomfortable. You're not really okay with that, you know? And deal breakers are like, okay, you know, you're abusive, no question asked. We're not gonna, this isn't gonna work now. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts, we're done. You know, you cheat on me, no questions asked, we're done. You know, deal breaker, we're done. So have those things before you start dating, so that when you start dating, you know, you start to notice, okay, not my type, they keep pushing all my boundaries, I don't like that, not gonna work. Or, okay, they did this, that's on my deal breakers list, this is not gonna be for me, this isn't gonna work for me. Makes it so much easier, you guys. You know, I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying that's a tip if you don't really know what you're looking for in a relationship. Have a boundaries and deal breakers list so you can actually know whether or not a potential person you're starting to see is hitting all these negative things on your list. Like, you're like, okay, it's not gonna work if they're, you know, it's not like it's just gonna change, you know, this is how this person is. It's not gonna work. I'm not into that, you know. Don't waste your time. So, you know, if you could do that, and then when you meet up with this person, you start to notice these behaviors they do. If they cross too many lines, you know, then you'll know. You know, if it's hard for you to understand what's really going on, because that moon there, that's a better way for you to kind of get yourself to have some direction, you know, in your own life, to have some control, like to know what's really going on. I'm not comfortable with this, probably not going to work out with this person. They're not really respecting my boundaries, so I already know. Like, I don't care what they're saying, I already know. Long term, this is probably not going to work out for me, so, you know? So that's how you can kind of get some direction and control over that situation, okay? You said, yes, he is playing games. I don't know who will win. An ego fight. Yes, Gemini man is hard to know. It's like a karmic connection. Hi, cat in the box. Could be a karmic connection, you know? This is maybe happening for some reason. Maybe something you need to work out. Yeah, hi 217 Gayatri. I hope I'm saying that right. Yes, you can donate if you'd like a reading. The free list is closed, so I'll just, I guess, keep it open for a couple more minutes if anyone does want to donate and get a reading. But we are finished with the free readings, so I will end it here unless, you know, someone wants a reading. If you guys do want a reading, you know, my email is right here down here, originalinsightstarot@gmail.com. Please, whoever hasn't already, liked this video right now, please, because it helps me out so much, and it, you know, helps YouTube spread the video out to other people who haven't seen me yet. So, let's grow this community, you guys. We hit 500 the other day. I'm so excited about that. Let's just keep doing it. Let's keep growing. I appreciate you guys being on this journey with me. So, please like this video if you enjoyed it, okay? And, yeah, so let's see what's going on. Okay, have a good day. Yeah, you have a good day too, cat in the box. Thanks for coming. Okay, so you guys, I guess I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Just giving it, you know, a couple other seconds. A couple more seconds here before I call it a day. But it is 3:15, 3:16 here. What time is it for you guys? Let me know in the comments. What time is it for you guys? Let me know. Is it 3:16 where you're at right now? 3:16 a.m. Gonna have to start earlier, I know. So, all right, you guys. 12:16 p.m. Morning 6:16. Oh wow. Good night. It's 5:18 a.m. 8:16 here, South Korean time. That is so cool. I love that. I love how everyone has different times. That's so cool. That's really cool. Could I get a reading, Ashna? Yeah, the free list is kind of closed for right now, Ashna. We're about done here, but if you do want to donate, all the information for that is in the description box below. So I'm taking donations. Don't feel like you have to. You definitely don't have to. But if you subscribe to this channel right now, and then right next to subscribe, there's a little notification bell. If you hit that and then you hit all, you will be notified like right the exact time I go live next time. And then you can get here early and, get a free question by being on the 10 people list. The first 10 get, questions for free. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that, and then you can get on the free list next time, okay? That is so cool, though. That everyone has different times. That's really cool. I didn't think it was going to be that, like, different for, like, everyone, or, like, a few different people. That's really cool, though. I love that. Okay, you guys. Cool. I think I'm gonna go, you guys, but thank you for being here tonight. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel, come here tomorrow. I'm gonna do another live, of course. Do them like 3 to 4 times a week, so thanks. Anyone who's new here, please subscribe and join us tomorrow, okay? Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for being here. Good night.